Good morning and good day wherever you are listening to this broadcast. I'm David Olutobi, the coordinator and project director for Self-Empowerment Initiatives, an organization that is set on and born out of the passion to impact and empowering the youth, and also a mission evangelist and coordinator for Global Harvest Outreach, a mission on a mandate to reaching the world through the world of wisdom, knowledge, God's word. In my past broadcast, I've spoken in bits about what the organization and the outreach is all about. The organization Self-Empowerment Initiative is a brainchild of the outreach, Global Harvest Outreach. Why Self-Empowerment Initiative was born is just to reach out and sustain those that has given up their old lives for a good life. We cannot offer someone what we do not have without an alternative for what we want them to become. And that is why Self-Empowerment Initiative, after reaching out to our audience through our outreaches, we do not just leave them in a vacuum, but fill their capacity by mentoring and building them up, giving them initiative that could reprocreate for them so that they could live a better life away from the old life they've forsaken. Today I'm going to be speaking on impact, ministry and impact, or ministerial impact. Ministry is all about impact, not for a show and not a venture. As we mostly have it today, so many people have gone into ministry with a motive of making money or building an empire for themselves. I am particular about this generation, my generation, because God said to me 17 years ago that He has started bringing up men, young people, that will bring about the desired change that we have long desired. A songwriter said, "Shey na like this e go dey go." Is this how it's going to be going? Is this how we are going to be downsizing? Is this how we are going to be draining down the drain? It will continue, except we change. It will continue to get worse, except we begin to retrogress, except we begin to reverse. We begin to make amends by going through or going back to the old path of making impact, by going through the old path of living for others and not for ourselves. Making impact. Ministry is all about impacting lives. It is not making ourselves look like we are God to men, but leading them to the God of men. It is not about letting them see us as the Alpha and Omega, but leading them to the one that is the beginning and the ending of man. How do we make impact in this era in Nigeria? How do we begin to get it right as an organization, maybe religious or secular or corporate, the government, individual? How can we begin to get it right? 17 years ago, when I had a calling, though in the midst of it I was a little bit adamant, but was brought closer to this vision with the hands of power. And ever since then, I got it defined through asking, what is my mission? What is my mandate? What am I called to do? These are questions I expect you to ask as a young minister coming into ministry. What is your area of assignment? What is that area that God has called you to make impact? Not just to bring up a venture in the name of a church, not just to start up a business in the name of a church. Let us begin to look inwardly. What is our intention of coming into ministry? Is it to make an impact or to make it a venture and build an empire for ourselves? God is looking up to us. It is looking up to my generation. I tell young ministers, if we fail in our generation, woe betide us. If we fail in our generation, we are doomed. 17 years ago, I was going around telling it to ministers, to pastors, though the older generation, they might not understand the effect of what we are going through in this generation, because this is not their generation. In their generation, it was needed to float churches. It was needed to float ministries. There were not enough ministries. But presently, every man wants to become a GO. Even managing a kiosk of church wants to become a GO. What are our intentions? Right about now, I tell some people, let's concentrate on building the people, and the people will build enough churches more. But we are consumed with building bricks and failing to building the people that has gotten us to where we are today. On Sunday, some of our ladies retires to the church from the club. Some of our ladies has made the hotel, the brothel, their living homes. And yet, they are children of God. Yet, they are children of, at times, ministers of God. The altars presently are void mostly of the power of God, save some few. Void of the power of God, where people come with their sin, dance to the altar, and dance back home with their sins. Where young people are celebrated, wealth gotten, ill wealth gotten, celebrated, failing to knowing the source of those wealth. Dedicating cars without knowing the source of the money that it was used to purchase them. It is right about time that we'll begin to think outside the box. As ministers mostly, if we can get it right, then our world will become better. I say it again, ministry is not about making a business out of it, making a venture out of it, but making impact. As a minister of God, how much of money do you need? To me, I say you don't even need money, but you need people around you that can give you what money can do, so that you don't lose focus. God told Moses, he said unto the Levite, don't give them portions of land. There is a reason for that. So that they will be consecrated, so that they will concentrate on what they are called to do. But today, materialism has taken over. The spirit of mammon, as God said it to me, has taken over the life of so many ministers of God. The spirit of mammon. God said to my spirit, I called Judas of a truth. Jesus Christ said, I called Judas of a truth. I chose him as I chose every other disciples. I called him. But the spirit of mammon took him over. The spirit of money took him over. He said, so likewise I have called so many men of God. Majorly in Africa, mostly in Nigeria. But the spirit of mammon, the spirit of Judas has gradually taken over. The spirit of materialism has gradually taken over. Let this generation wake up. Let this generation wake up. We are now in a state where young people are looking for money at the expense of their lives. Using their parents, using their friends, using their colleagues, using their girlfriends, their boyfriends for rituals, all in the name of money. How did we get here? We lost it. We lost it. We lost it in the place of knowledge, in the place of educating ourselves. Education starts from the home, and where the home could not really have the capacity to totally engrasp the children, the young people, to captivate their minds. It is left to the religious organization to augment what the parents have done. It is left to our schools, but what are we producing? We are producing a lot of illiterates in the name of graduates. Institutions that are producing engineers that cannot even identify an alternator in an engine from a radiator. Producing doctors that are most times quacks. Let us go back. Let us retract. Let us begin to build capacity. Let us redefine our education. It has been given to us by the Western world, but is this thing working for us? I come back to ministers of God. If Nigeria would get better, particularly, we must begin to look beyond materialism. We must begin to look at making impact. We must begin to look at what can we do to increase and build our capacities. What can we do to begin to becoming entrepreneurs, raising entrepreneurs, to becoming a producing nation rather than depending on other countries for all our supplies that has continually devalued our naira because we have nothing to offer. Our naira is being decided, being controlled. The controlling power is not in our hands because we have nothing to offer. When we begin to have things to offer, gone are the days of the agricultural boom, that the produce, the residue of the income that was gotten was used to build things like Cocoa House, was used to build other infrastructures. We would have gotten it right at the era of the oil boom if we have enhanced it and developed our agricultural sector. Nigeria has the capacity to feed the world, but yet we are not doing enough. It is time for the church to wake up to this occasion. It is time for young ministers to look beyond money and begin to make impact. Subsequently, at other times, we are going to be looking at various topics as the Lord will place it on my mind. But presently, by the last Saturday in the month of May, we should have done these by Monday, which is the Workers' Day, but because of the celebration and the merriments around, so that people will be concentrated, we are shifting our forthcoming seminar. It is a post-paid seminar, the first post-paid seminar that Self-Empowerment Initiative will be offering. Like I said, Self-Empowerment Initiative is an organization that is born out of passion to empower and impact the youth, to build capacities, to raise up entrepreneurs. And this seminar is going to be coming up by the last Friday in this month of May. It's a post-paid seminar. You are not expected to pay for this seminar before attending, but you're going to pay for the seminar at the point of the seminar, not before the seminar, after the seminar has been given. If what you will hear will make meaning to you, that it has just begun to make meaning to people that heard about it 10 years ago, 5 years ago, that they have just begun to appreciate it now. But if you will not appreciate it come the last Friday in May, then you will not be expected to pay any money. But if come May, the last Friday in this month of May, if the venue will not be shared publicly, it's going to be strictly on invite. The advert is going to be made, but the venue is going to be shared on invite. This is to control the number of intake and to really prepare for those that are coming. In this seminar, majorly we'll be talking about entrepreneurship, concentrating more on agriculture and agro-business, ranging from food processing, animal husbandry, cultivation, and other aspects of agriculture, where you could leverage on, invest, make money. Either you are directly involved or your money working for you. Till then, for more information and inquiries, you can call the PRO on 081 3955 3098. Once again, 081 3955 3098. Or you can call the PA on 081 024 525 80. You can call the PRO on 081 024 52580. For more inquiries, you can also send a mail to self-empowermentinitiatives@gmail.com. Till we meet again some other times, I remain David Olutobi, and I say, nothing is going to change until we begin to change ourselves and becoming the change. Till we meet again, I say, stay blessed and God bless you. Goodbye for now.